today with John and Bob. We've just parked up at the top of the Cheviot Valley, heading up the road towards Trowes, and we're going to head up to the top of Windy Gyle. I was expecting a lot of snow today, but it seems to have all melted, so I assume everywhere is going to be really soaking wet and boggy, but we'll see when we get there. It's a cold wind, but it's actually only about 6 degrees or something, so it's not as cold as I was expecting. I came dressed for winter and it's not too bad a morning so far. So we'll see how the day goes, and we'll head on up this hill. There's tracker beating, gone the wrong way as usual. I told you I was this way, Bob. Nice trick. I've just turned off the track at Trowes. Now heading up the hill to Windy Gyle. Just up there somewhere. Seemed like quite a steep climb. I've done it a while before, but I can't remember how steep it is or not. As you can see, most of the snow has gone. Very, very surprised after forecasting that during the week. It didn't feel too cold, but this is quite a biting wind, but nothing we can't handle. Well, at last we've reached the top of Windy Gyle. It's probably the shortest route up Windy Gyle, but it's a tough old climb, especially in this wind. So we're just going to head to the summit now. Take a left turn along the Pennine Way, and I think we're going to turn off and drop down towards Heatherhope Reservoir. Been there before. Might pass a little spot that we've camped in before, have lunch around there. We're just reaching the summit now. Go. Windy Gyle summit. Not much to write home about today. Just got into the clouds actually, so no views. Pennine Way along that way. So we'll come back down to the car. Bloody bush edge over that way. Cheviot over there, hidden in the mist. There's John all at the top. Get over these rocks without falling down. And that's it. At the summit. Nothing to see whatsoever. Quite often have lunch in that shelter there, but not today. Hopefully this will come out over the wind noise. We've just actually turned off the Pennine Way. We're cutting across to those trees over there in the distance. That's where we did a wild camp once. Theoretically we should be able to get across there. It seems like a half decent track. But, and there's a little bar over there hidden away in the hill. We might have some lunch there. Just looking across over there, there's so much of the Cheviot that I haven't actually explored yet. It's a huge expanse, so plenty of opportunity there for future walks. That's obviously all on the Scottish side. We've just temporarily turned off the street. There's Windy Gyle. I'm going to head down here, find a nice little sheltered spot and cook up some lunch. Can't see the top of Cheviot over there covered in cloud, but it looks as if most of the snow's even melted off there. Windy Gyle, nothing on there. It's just such a huge area to explore around here. I've actually just seen some goats over there, the wild Cheviot goats, and one of them's got a kid already. I mean, I don't know when they have them, but I would have thought it was a little bit early because there could still be plenty of snow to come yet. But I guess they're hardy old things. So we'll head down here, find a nice spot, have some lunch, then carry on. It was just in that little green clearing there in those trees where I did my first ever wild camp a few months back. But it turns out it wasn't such a good place to wild camp because it's right where the local farmer feeds his pheasants and grouse. So although it was a nice spot, not somewhere we'll be returning to. But there's plenty of places just around it. It was just where we're camping was exactly where he drives through in the mornings to spread the feed on the back of his quad. But it was a good old camp that. If you check back on one of the videos you can see that. Just passing a group of wild Cheviot goats. Tough little things they must be to live up here all year round, especially after the weather we had last week. There's another little bunch of Cheviot goats in front of us there. They're sitting chewing the grass and they saw Bob and they ran straight off.
Oh, they've seen a postman.
Right, well, it's still really windy. We're still heading along this street in the direction of Hownham. We're going to turn off before we get there though, down to Heatherhope Burn. There's Bob there with his flashy new backpack on, Sierra Designs. How's the backpack going, Bob?
Fun.
How's the backpack going?
Oh, it's much better than the other one.
We're going to head down here, take a right in a couple of miles time, and then walk along the valley to the reservoir. We've just taken a left-hand turn off the street and we're heading down to Heatherhope Burn. We'll then take a left-hand turn towards the reservoir, and there's one big climb back up to the top after that. Still windy, never been out of the wind all day. Look at that, in some kind of fight or something.
You get it?
This is just passing the dam at Heatherhope Reservoir. Up this little bit of a hill here, walk along the side of the reservoir, take a right, and there's a massive great big hill to climb up. Not really looking forward to, but after that there's not much climbing. Along the Pennine Way until we reach the street, like a crossroads with the street, and then take a right back down to the car in the Cheviot Valley. And quite a tough little walk today. We've done about 10-11 miles so far. Some big bird just took off there. It's a cormorant. There's an old railway carriage there. I guess some shepherds using it as storage. And there's the last view of Heatherhope Reservoir before we start heading up. We'll take a different route this time. We're going to take that path straight in front of us there. Never gone up it before, so don't know what it's like, but this one on the right here where we normally go is so steep. We'll see if this one's any easier. They come out roughly the same place, so we'll get climbing and see how long it takes. Bit of a killer this hill, mind. Steeper than look from a distance. The one we normally go up is that one over there, which probably doesn't look as steep. Ooh, shattered, but carry on, shouldn't be long to get the top. That was obviously one of those false summits because they levelled out a bit, but another big steep bit in front. Just starting to rain as well. The forecast said there might be showers later on today, so hopefully it doesn't come to anything. I've got waterproofs in my bag, but can't be bothered to get them out. Still climbing. What a nightmare hill this is. Oh, hopefully not too far to go now. I think the other way might have been quicker, but you live and learn. Right, more or less at the summit now. This track's brought us out at a place called Gunner as well, which is that little peak thing there. We'll just basically follow straight across here, back onto the street, take a right hand turn and follow the street all the way back down to the car. Tough climb that, but that's it done. There's John and Bob up in front. Glad that's over, I tell you. Interesting to know what gun as well is named after. I'll have a look at that when I get home. Cheviot's still covered in cloud, so it'll be a very nice day up there today. It's been like that all day, to be honest. Still looks nice and clear. Back in the wind again now. We've reached the top. That's Mosey Low over there. Tell you what, whoever said those goats were rare was lying. I've seen them everywhere today. There's another big flock. Goats everywhere. Probably the same ones we passed before actually. Because just coming back onto the track that we were on earlier today, just after lunchtime. Loads of them. Well, that's us back on the street, so just a straight walk down the street, back to the car, along the Corbett Valley and back to the Rose and Thistle for a pint. Well deserved after today, but some climb that last hill, but we made it. Not much more climbing now, it'll be nearly all downhill. Even more goats, definitely not rare, well not today anyway. I've heard that they cull them to stop them overrunning the place, but it's definitely not about today, isn't it? I heard a flock, sorry, right across there in the distance. Right, that's us nearly back at the car at long last. It's been a tough old day today. We've done about 15 miles, been some tough climbs in there, especially that last hill from Heatherhope Burn. I doubt I'll be doing that one again in the near future, but it's been a great day. So off to the pub now for a well-deserved pint. So as always guys, thanks very much for watching. See you on the next one. Thank you.